you have a look at this fitting there, it's got some holes, yeah? And what we need to do, we need to push this pipe in, and we can see them holes, and we know that we've got it fully in. If we just shot camera, just got some holes there, and then we can see that the pipe is fully in. So then what we're doing, so this is brass inside here, so it's a really good quality fitting. So then we push that on there, you see how easy that's gone on?
Yeah.
And it's in. And then what we do then, just show you, so that's in on there, I don't know if you can see there, it's a bit hard to see. And then what we've got some jaws here. So these are the Hilti jaws, these profile, you have different profiles. This is a TH16 and this is a 16mm pipe. So it's a TH16 jar, and we need to make sure that this part of it here goes into this part of the jar.
Yeah.
So it goes into this part of the jar here. And then all we need to do, once that's in, we know it's in. Just press that. And that's it, that's sealed. So there's no mess, no muck, no flux going in your pipe. And it's a really strong fitting. What do you think to that?
It's really strong, isn't it?
Like it?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Phil? And then we just put that in. So now we're going to show a different type of fitting. So if you just wanted to connect your pipe directly into the radiator, you can get a different type of coupling. I'm going to connect that one on this one. So again, what we'll do is deburr the end of the pipe, put us nut on, and put us olive on. So we've put the nut on, and we've put us olive on there, and then we've got this connection there, so it's got a double O-ring, yeah?
Yeah.
So we've pushed that into the bit of the pipe where we've deburred it, and then all we need to do then is screw that up onto there, and that'll connect into the bottom of the radiator. See, in this section now. So we've deburred this now, and now we're just putting the two in place. I'll just show that down, just let me just see that there. Just see that we've got the pipe, Danny's pushed the pipe right in. And this is all just loose, just to make it easier to connect. And then we're going to press this up. So this is the first time Phil's ever used a press gun. So he's a little bit nervous, aren't you, Phil?
Yep, very nervous. See how this goes.
Just take it off, lift it off. And just see there, it's all pressed, lovely as that.
So I've done a good job, have I?
You'll do that on one.
Owls.
This one, this one.
Right, oh yeah, sorry.
There you go. So both of them fittings now, we can see white bits there, that white bit in there. So we know the fittings are fully on. If you've got any questions for the apprentices or the trainees, please ask them in the comments below. This is the end of day one. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Yeah, so if you've got any questions, please ask them below. And as always,
Did we all nod at the same time?
We did.
Did we all nod at the same time?
We did.
my name's Alan Hart, and today we're on day 2 with the apprentice plumbers or the trainee plumbers, and we've got Phil.
Alright?
The right name today. So Phil is just connecting some clips on wall here, and we're doing the central heating installation. In today's video we're going to put some more pipes on here, and then we're going to connect it into the central heating system, test it all for leaks, and yeah, see how we go. If you've got any questions, please ask them in the comments below. And this is a bit of a shout out really. So some of these lads, they have no jobs and they have nobody to help them and help them train. So if there's anywhere in the Leeds area that needs an apprentice or needs anybody to come and do any work for them, if they've got any job opportunities, then please put a message below. And yeah, if we could get full of placement somewhere, that'd be amazing. So yeah, let's have a look what we're doing. So when we put these radiator valves on here, we just need to make sure valves are pushed right on.
Yeah.
And then obviously we'll have us nut on here. And then as we tighten them up, you can also put a bit of paste on there as well.
Yeah, so do you know what you said about the paste earlier? Where would you put it on here?
What you do is disconnect that off there. Do you want to just take that off there?
Yep.
Take your nut off. And if you take that nut off, totally off,
Yep.
what you've got in there, you've got your olive. So you put your nut on there first, and then on this olive here, you'd have a little bit of paste. A little bit of paste on the olive.
Yeah.
And then when you put that back on then, and you tighten that up, it won't leak. What you sometimes see people put pita fite round the thread. That's an absolute no-no. You don't do that.
Okay.
Because what that does is, it just makes that thread harder to tighten on, but it doesn't actually help it seal at all. You normally see that with DIY. You can always tell when it's DIY because they put pita fite around. So I've just got Phil cutting the pipe off now. He's just making it a clean edge, so it's a square edge. And so it's a nice edge now on there. And then with these couplings, you put the nut on first, and then we put this olive on. And then we push.
Yeah, bro.
The insert into the pipe. And what we can do as well there, before we put that in there, Phil, we'll just get that thing and we'll just deburr that, and it'll just make it a bit easier for you to get that on. The good thing with this pipe work as well is there's no joints, So this is just showing a different way to connect the MLCP with no joints. Obviously this one that's got a T in. Just take that off, Phil. Just do that again, just so I can just do it on camera.
Yeah, no worries.
So just see, put that back on again. So just show that, just so I can see it with your hand. So it's got a double O-ring. So it's got a double O-ring on there, and as that goes in, the olive will go over the top of this, and then that crimps that in, and then it screws in to the bottom of the radiator tail. So all you need to do then is push that up, and you need to start screwing that, because there's a thread on the inside of there that connects onto it.
Okay.
But if you pull that out of it, you screw that up like that.
Yeah.
And then you can get it up and then in.
Yeah. So
When you're putting this thread on here, just make sure your nut goes on square, so it doesn't cross thread.
right.
And then what you do then is just tighten that nut up. Tighten the olive up on it. And we've just got Phil just connecting some pipe work on the downward bit. Just to bear in mind with this pipe work, normally this would be under the floorboards. You wouldn't normally have MLCP on show. And it's just putting that last piece on there now. As I say, you can just bend these and they just stay in place. Just putting this last piece on here, and then we're going to do some copper on these bottom two radiators, and then we're going to connect it into this heating system, and then we'll see if they've got any leaks.
And obviously that pipe over there, we'd have to put it into, so
Just get us the line first,
yeah.
and then put us clips in.
So when we're doing copper, we've got to actually bend it with a bending machine, so it's a little bit more difficult than obviously using the MLCP. The MLCP, you can just bend it with your hand. So what we'd do, we'd tighten that up onto there. We've got us olive in there. We'd put us a bit of paste in, and then if you put your fitting on there, and again you've got your olive in. When you put it in, try and make it so it's square. When you put it in, just watch your hands out so I can video it. But so you've got your fitting in square, and then obviously just turn that onto there. What I normally do, I normally just nip this up and then undo it back off, and I'll put a bit of paste on it as well, just to make it so that it seals. You alright?
Yeah.
So we're going to solder this pipe here. So we're just cleaning the pipes up. We've nipped the olive up in this, and then we've slackened it off a bit, and it just stops the pipe from dropping out, but it allows us to solder it easy. So we've made a bit of a boo-boo with us first soldered fitting. So what we're going to do, we're just going to cut this olive off. So what we've got some olive cutters. These are Monument ones. There may be other makes. You can also get olive pullers as well. So we just look at these. All you need to do is just a cutter there. That's your olive. Put it over the top of your olive there. Yep. So just put it over the top of the olive, and then just squeeze that. Squeeze that tight. Shake it about a bit like that, and that'll just cut. Just cuts the olive off. Nice and easy. Yeah. So what are you doing now, Phil?
Just cleaning this end feed. I've cleaned this pipe here and this one here. We're going to put some self-cleaning flux on, and then we're going to solder.
Right, okay, I look forward to that.
Great stuff.
Phil's just soldered this now, so it's his first time he's ever soldered. And I've got to say, for a first attempt, it's very, very good. Well done, Phil.
Oh, cheers, pal.
What are you doing here now then, Phil?
So I've just got a press fit in here. I've marked it out, and I'm just going to cut this pipe.
So on this we're doing a mixture of fittings. So we've done MLCP pipe, we've done different connections with the MLCP. So we've got chrome radiator, foot radiator to connect straight in. So we would imagine that this would be under the floor. We've got where we can pipe the MLCP directly into the radiator as well. And then on this side here we've soldered, and now Phil's going to do a press fit, copper press fit on this one here. So now we're going to press fit the copper, or Phil's going to press fit the copper. And on this one as well, Phil. So on these last two connections here, we're going to use speed fit pipe, which is just push fit pipe. So Danny's just marking where the T is, and he's going to push the T on. So they're just having to tidy up now. We've connected the last part of it there. That's just in speed fit, and then we're going to connect this. We're going to temporarily connect this into this heating system here, and then we're going to test all this. This MLCP pipe, this Blansol pipe, we got this from Beneath Heat. Beneath Heat are doing an offer at the moment where you can buy the gun on finance. I don't know if they'll still be doing it when you watch this video, but at the moment they are doing an offer where you can get the gun, and you get some fittings and bits and bats of it. I'm not sure, but you can go onto Beneath Heat website and you can see. And then, so these are brass, it's all brass inside there, so nice good quality fittings. So we're going to pack this up then now, Danny, and see if we've got any leaks.
Yeah.
What are you doing now, Phil?
Just opening the valve up,
And what are you doing?
letting the water through into the radiators.
So we're just going to test, moment of truth, eh?
I know.
See if you've got any leaks.
Yeah.
So we've filled it all up now, we've put it up to pressure. So the idea of this pipe work is it's not particularly, well, it is quite level and stuff, but it's more just to show the different types of pipe work and fittings that they could use. And this is a 2-pipe heating system, and then we've just temporarily used speed fit there and connected it into this boiler here, and we've topped it up to 1 bar on there. Do you want to switch that boiler on now, Danny? And Phil, even?
Be careful.
Be careful. I'll call you Danny now.
No.
And then we'll just run that. I'll put that case back on boiler actually. Right, we've finished, so they've piped it up. It's the first time. They're both in the second year plumbing. They've just, well, Danny's doing gas and Phil's doing plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that right out.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody who's interested in taking it on, 2 new people, trainees, that'd be very, very helpful. They've just started the second years, both of them. So they've done 1 year so far, and they've just started the second year. They've done amazing on this. They've seen some different products. I'm going to take them out on some installs with me, installing boilers as well. So as I say, if anybody wants an apprentice, please give them a chance. And thanks for watching. As you two got all to say?
No, thanks just for giving us the opportunity to sort of do something like this. So yeah.
So if you've got any questions, please ask them in comments below. And as always, if you click above here, there'll be a link to subscribe, and there'll be some more links here and down here to some more videos as well. Thanks for watching.
Did we all nod at the same time?
Yeah. We did.
My name's Alan Hart, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that is quite close to my heart. So, as a gas engineer, vans are being targeted, and builders, and van theft and van crime and tool theft it's just gone mad. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to ask all my subscribers and anybody who watches this video, there's some online petitions, and I would love you to just click on and sign them. Sign all of them. It'll take you a few minutes to sign these petitions, and just to give us a chance in, just to show that, that we're worried and we need something to happen. So I'm just going to show you a short video of somebody who's had their van targeted. So first of all, they had the van targeted and they damaged all the van, and then when there was nothing in the van, they then attacked the garage and smashed the garage door down. So I'll show you this video now, and then after I've shown you this video, I'll talk to you again at the end.
Unbelievable.
So I'm sure you can agree that from that video, that's just one of hundreds and hundreds and thousands of gas engineers, builders, joiners, all these people that have been targeted, and it's destroying people's lives. So please sign the petitions. I'm going to put a link below. In fact, I'm going to put a link to all the different petitions that I know of. So I know that PB Plumber on Twitter has got a petition. He's just started a new one. So I'm going to put a link to that. And then there's a few other petitions as well that's been going quite a long time. So one of them's got about 53,000. I think that's from Mark O'Reilly. And then there's another petition from Lee Watt, and I think that's got about 40,000 or so. So please sign these petitions, because I honestly, on a night, any little sound, I'm jumping up, I struggle to sleep, because I just feel that it's not when, it's if, it's not if, it's when my van's going to get robbed. And we shouldn't have to feel like this.
Very careful, I'm live.
Are you putting something in there?
Oh yeah, my chicken. Better can you flip it over?
My name's Alan Hart, and today I wanted to pipe a central heating system up. I'm going to pipe this as a one pipe system. Nowadays we wouldn't install one pipe systems, but this is to show you what a one pipe system would look like. Also, if ever you need to go to a system and you need to adapt it and it's a one pipe system, so that you understand what a one pipe system is and you're able to adapt that. I'd like to thank Trade Help for supporting this video. They have paid for the radiators, they've paid for the pipe and all the fittings so that I could do this video for you. So yeah, let's go and have a look now. I'm going to do this as if it is a one pipe heating system with 6 radiators. And what we've got, I've got my radiator brackets on the wall here. And what I'm doing is, this is upstairs, across here, all across there, and then obviously the brackets below there for downstairs. I'm going to put some radiators on here now. When we used to install one pipe systems, they used to have just an elbow on. If you see a heating system and it's got an elbow on just like that, and it hasn't got a valve, there's a good chance it's a one pipe system. As the years went on, sometimes people change these and they put TRVs on. That makes it a little bit harder to see if it's a one pipe system or not. But I'll show you some other ways that you can tell. I'm now going to pipe this up as a one pipe system for downstairs. With a one pipe system, I'm going to use press fitting for this. I normally use press fit on all my jobs now. But what you find is you'll have a T under there, and you'll have a T under there, and the pipe will join together, which I'll show you shortly. But on some one pipe systems, they actually went in series, so the pipe, it went into the radiator, and then back out the other side, and then to the next radiator, and to the next radiator. Now the issue with that is, if you turned one of the radiators off, it would turn all the system off. So then, they had the pipes underneath, so that the system would still work if you turned one of the radiators off. So I'll pipe this up now. For anybody who is interested in press fitting, this is what I use now. Just got my T there. So as much as possible, I'll just press these off, just like that. This T that
What happened here? I followed this thing. Okay. Can you pass me my pen? Can you find the pen for yourself?
Did you send chicken over there?
pen there.
Are you serious, babe?
I'm joking. Bruh, I thought this was a goddamn bar of it. Wait, babe, where's all my wires now?
I have a time.
Wasn't this your pen, babe?
Yes,
So why do you use it?
because it keeps when I write a lot, like when
Okay,
I do.
never mind, it just doesn't work properly. I understand, but
No, it
I need
works
to go.
properly. You just keep folding, folding down.
Alright. Put. Ah, okay, that's what it means. Bro, I just had the pen out, I lost it, bro. Where's my pen? Where's this going? Oh, that's so annoying, seriously. I just realised this thing actually has a ruler, but
No, use a pen.
yeah.
And then use the ruler.
No, bro.
No, what do you need the ruler for, babe? I'm gonna be drawing something.
No, I just noticed it.
Okay.
My handwriting has got even worse over time since it's been so long since I've written. Bloody hell.
you able to even read your handwriting? Or you're just making notes
Barely.
to it, but
No, but I can't read it.
you can?
Mm-hmm.
Barely though.
That many professions, I think. When you before you flipped the chicken, how was it? Was it nice, dark? Okay, so
I mean, it was a bit, but not up to your darkness standards.
okay, so I might need to reflip that. But we build chicken. The installation, maintenance, extension, alteration, and removal of all piping, plumbing fixtures. It's connected to the following. What the hell is that word mean? An accessory of other items associated to
Appurtenance.
pertinence. Bloody hell.
Are you expanding your English dictionary law vocabulary?
Yeah, I think it just used a lot of times is unnecessary. Sanitary drainage system.
Go ahead and check your chicken, I think I'm gonna like it.
But you might have to flip it though.
No, but go and see how it looks.
Okay.
my line the way it is done.
Thanks.
Just shoot it down a bit.
Yeah, good.
On this is actually a gas T. If you have a look inside, it's got a yellow O-ring, but I'm not going to use this system, I'm just doing it for this video, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm going to fit some of this now. When we do press fitting, we always make sure that the fitting is fully in.
I think it's so much louder than the rest of the video.
Yeah. What is even that thing?
It's pressing the device. It enables them to seal
The
the piping.
with using press fitting is that we're not getting any muck in pipe. There's no solder, and this is no solder, no flux, and this has been used in commercial now for I think it's around 50 years. Most hospitals and places like that use press fit. Some of the people that comment on these videos, they mistake these fittings for push fit, but these are press fit, so they're crimped together. See there, you can see it's got the mark on it, which is an M symbol, and that's where it's been crimped together. I've piped what I would say is downstairs so far. I'm also going to show you how to adapt the system if you come to a system where it's a one pipe system and you need to add a new radiator. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Also, different types of systems that it might be on, so I'll try and talk through that as well. So it may be that it's on an old style gravity boiler, maybe it's on a combi boiler, etc. So we'll have a little look at that as well. So as you can see here, if we imagine this is the flow around the system, so it's just one circuit around the system. So we've got a T there, it goes into this radiator. It also goes across the bottom of the radiator. So if you imagine normally this would be under the floorboards. There's different types of one pipe. Sometimes it'll come in the valve, one of the valves will come in the top. Most of the ones I've seen in domestic normally just come in bottom part, and they just come like this. So again, we've got a pipe underneath there and a pipe underneath, and they just teed together. Coming a bit more closer and I'll just show you that bit. So you can see there it just goes into radiator, comes back out of radiator, but also just comes along bottom, and again with the rest of it. So that's why they say it's one pipe, because it's just one pipe throughout the system. Now these quite a few issues with this type of system. One is you wouldn't be able to flush this system. So if it's got muck in it, you wouldn't be able to flush it. But we'll go through some of them things shortly. But that's how that looks so far. Piped all the pipe work up onto it now. If we start from this side, we can see we've got as pipe, so that could be the floor or the return really, but we'll say it's the floor. So the floor comes round here, part of it goes into radiator here, goes along, and some of that heat comes back out, some of the heat goes into this one, and again they go along and round, all the way around the system, and then it goes upstairs, round and down. But then if we went back to where the boiler is, so you'll see your pipe comes back at the boiler, you will just see just two pipes. Now these pipes could be 15mm, they could be 22mm. Some circuits, all the circuit is in 22mm, and then you'll just have a tail that sticks up in 15. Sometimes it come up in 22 as well and go into like a 22mm valve. Oops. So that's how you would
Actually, cool, it's amazing.
that's how you would pipe it.
I'm very surprised.
So now we'll have a look at if we were going to extend this and we were going to add a new radiator, or we were going to move a radiator in a room. We'll have a look at that now and we'll see how you would do that. If we look at how one of these radiators is piped, the main flow pipe is this pipe, and it goes round as a circuit. If we want to move this radiator, say that's under window, and we want to move it to this wall here, what we wouldn't do, we wouldn't just extend these pipes. So say it's there, and we've got these two pipes sticking up out the floor, and with a two-pipe system, we could just extend pipes round skirting if we needed to, and we could connect radiator on. I'm just trying to give you an example there, really. With this, what we need to do, we need to cut it out of the circuit. We'd move it, and we'd keep the circuit so it continues like this. So it's always continue. What I'll do a little drawing, and I'll show you what I mean. If we look at this diagram here, this is more or less what we've got
You sure
now.
you don't want to become a plumber as well? Or how you get interested?
The heating system.
How do I do that?
So we've got the flow or the return, whichever you want to call it, coming up. It could work either way, it doesn't really matter. But so you've got your flow coming up, and it goes round all the system, and then back to boiler, and then it's got your rads that just tee off as a one pipe. So now we want to move this radiator. So what I'll do is I'll scribble this out, and then we'll move it over here. So we'll get rid of this radiator here. We'll put a new radiator here. What we then need to do, we need to extend this system round like that. And then back into the system. And then so what I've done there, the system is continuous. It's always going to go around in that circle like we had, if that makes sense. If we wanted to extend this system, it's more or less the same really. So say we want another radiator here, this could be a new conservatory. What we need to do then is we need to break into the system. So say that it's there. Sorry about this drawing. And again, cut that bit out. What we're always doing, we're always making it that it's a continuation of the system. That drawing's not very good, but hopefully you get the gist of that. Sorry about my really poor drawings, but I hope you understood them. But just to show you on here, if we had a new radiator going here or wherever, we'd break into the system, we'd cut this piece out, cut a section out, and then we'd connect in and always continue the circuit so that so the system will work. Flushing, so power flushing, I've had a lot of people ask me in the past, can you power flush a one pipe system? The answer to that is no, not really. It's not going to power flush the radiators. If you imagine you've got your pump on and it's flushing through here, the water is always going to continually just go around the circuit and it's not going to go through the radiator. So if you wanted to flush the system on a one-pipe system, you could put the power flush machine on, and that would flush the pipe circuit, which is still a good idea. But then you would need to take the radiators, and you'd need to flush the radiators one at a time to clean them out. So I hope that helps with that. When it comes to systems, you can have a one-pipe system on. You could have it on different types of boilers.
Very good. Okay.
So it might be that you've got a combi boiler, and all you would see, you'd just see your flow returns there. And most of the time, the systems will work. They're not as good as a two-pipe system, but they will still work in a fashion. So yeah, and then you might have an old gravity floor standing boiler. One side of it, you'll have a pump on it, and it'll pump round a one-pipe system. Yeah. If you've got any questions, please ask them in the comments below. I've tried my best to cover what I feel is good.
Baby.